In this set of videos, we will be making what is probably the most famous pattern of modern times. This is Christine Springett's lace snake from the book Lace for Children of All Ages, which is still available from her website or from secondhand book distributors such as the UK Lace Guild. And I'll link these websites underneath on my description. We will be doing the basic snake in cloth stitch or cross twist cross, which is what we learnt previously. There are several differences with this pattern. Firstly, this pattern starts at a point. It does not have a flat start or finish. It finishes on a point as well. It's a curved braid as opposed to a straight braid. It has the addition of beads for eyes. And I've also added an extra section of beads here, since I have another technique to show you. We will also be adding a vein here with these twists and a vein here with these twists. We will also be adding a cover cloth over the top of the pattern here. This will allow us to move the bobbins smoothly without catching on the pricking. It also means that the pricking won't get damaged by, especially if you're using the spangles on the Midlands bobbins, sometimes the pricking will get scratched and the markings will fade. This will help all of that, and it just allows everything to just run a little bit smoother. We will now add the first pin at the beginning here, top of his nose. There are a couple of ways to start this. This is the method that is described in the book. You will need 6 pairs of coloured passives. I have been using, again, the Pearly 8. I have used red, yellow, blue, and again, white for workers. If you need help or some instructions on how to wind them, please refer to my previous video on preparation of a pillow. So we need 6 pairs plus a pair of workers. So this is pair number 1 on the pin. No problem with that whatsoever. So then the next pair, as suggested, goes on here, and everything moves over a little bit. And then the next pair goes on here. Now, as you can see, I have some bobbins with the hitch on the thread and some bobbins with the hitch on the head. Sometimes if you're winding a large amount of thread onto your bobbins, the thread would tend to jump off. If you add the hitch onto the actual thread part of the bobbin, you will find that it gives it a little bit of extra tension and it won't pop off the top. Okay, so that's 3 pairs. These are all different lengths, unfortunately. And then there's it's a little bit bigger. That pair, again, we're moving them off to that side. And then the last 2, this one here and this one here. So as you can see, they stay in their color groups. Everything here, the workers will work across, and it will be lots of little loops at the start, which you can pull down once you've worked, say, past the eyes, or just up to the eyes, sorry. You can pull them and the little loops will disappear. There is another method of hanging on or starting off your pattern. Let me take these off and I'll show you the next version. So it's using exactly the same pairs of bobbins, but this is what we call, the first one was a side-by-side start. This is a rainbow or open start. So I want to go from red to yellow via blue. So the darkest colours on the outside, the lightest colours on the inside. So you just lay them over the pin and open the pair out and add the next pair in the middle. Either of these starts is absolutely fine. Both of them will give you different variations of colour. The working is exactly the same. Okay, so let me just make that one a little bit smaller. So we're just making this one a little bit smaller. Then we're going to put our hitch on there. Make that one a little bit bigger. So there, as you can see, we're going red, blue, yellow, and that will give us very, very nice variation.